Hey, what's up, everybody? Into the wrestling rundown. Oh, I messed up the intro again because we were supposed to start this at like 3:30, and then it's almost an hour later. We've been see 2K19 just came out. We were talking about that, and we were talking about Saudi Arabia because we just love that country. Isn't that the best country in the whole world, Chris?
Yeah.
Greatest country ever. I mean, watch. I have a feeling too. Like all the all those let me see if I can find their names. I bet all those internet fans are gonna get so offended that we just said that because we can't say offensive stuff anymore.
I know we can't say offensive stuff. Yeah.
We can't talk about we can't talk about a bad women's match because all women's matches nowadays are like really good apparently.
They're the best, including Ronda Rousey. She just happens to be, she's the best ever.
No, I mean like Dana Brooke, man. She's got to be. I mean, if she's in wrestling today, she's got to be a great women's wrestler, right?
Oh yeah.
Even though we
And
know
Ronda
why.
Rousey too is just so fucking good. She's so talented. She just didn't walk in day one and was given the fucking title or anything.
I mean, it's just even and everyone wants to talk about too this great women's pay per view that's going to be promoting women's evolution. But guess what? It hasn't. Isn't it kind of funny? Like they always promote the women's evolution, right? But they haven't like promoted this pay per view at all.
Nope.
Like think about it. Like I get it. They're probably gonna stop promoting it like tonight and stuff. But last week was nothing. We know what's
Good.
getting more. We know what's getting more promoted. We know what's getting more promoted. It's the show that's going to be more of a moneymaker, and that's the Saudi Arabia show.
Oh yeah. The money makers.
But let's talk about it. So it might not happen because of the disappearance of Jamal Khashoggi or Khashoggi. I don't know how to say his last name because it's impossible for me to. I can't even read English, so I got to read.
He can't believe me.
Yeah, I'm not being. I'm not being stereotypical either. I legit can't read English either, so it's just
He can't.
yeah.
I've
So
known him long enough to where I know he can't.
yeah. So I'm just gonna call him Jamal because wasn't Jamal a name of a wrestler too? Or was that? Am I thinking
Yep.
of Jamal who?
It was Umanga.
I see. Umanga. And anyhow, I like how I like what it's supposed to be like a serious situation. I just talk about Umaga. Hey, that's where that wrestling mind comes in. So, all right,
Hey.
but apparently October 2nd, 2018. And I mean, when else wouldn't it have happened? It wouldn't have happened in 2015. So, I guess he went to. He's an American. Is he? He's some sort of journalist. I'm not. I'll just go over like the basic breakdown of it and do a terrible job of it probably. And him and his wife went to the government of Saudi Arabia, and they assume there's accusations, guys. Gotta remember that that's a big word right there. It's
Allegations, accusations.
See, I can't even say English either. Allegations. You gotta forget accusations. Allegations. Remember that word. Allegations. I think I still said the one word, but whatever.
No, you could do both.
We'll do both then. We're doing a terrible job of breaking this down because we're just half-assing this, but we're gonna get so much hate because we're just because I don't care. But you know me, I don't care about politics. It's just I go watch my
Don't
wrestling.
either.
You see, that's the thing about these fans too. They talk about how they hate the fact that politics is ruining the wrestling business, but then they throw crap like this out where they want them. They cancel Saudi Arabia because of politics stuff. It's just like,
oh yeah,
this is an example where wrestling fans can't make up their minds. Vince McMahon and all the guys on top are just gonna continue to make the money, and all the fans will complain. So, you know what? That pretty much just sums that up right there. So they don't want the show to happen because of politics. All the fans are going to complain that the show is going to happen, but they'll still watch it on the WWE Network for $9.99 or for free for a free subscription. And then they'll say, and then they'll.
What are you a WWE plug? You can watch it for $9.99 or for free.
And then they'll watch NXT UK 205 Live and NXT itself because NXT UK debuts this week, which I'm excited for. But
exciting.
And then what else there? Oh, Mayon Classic. I couldn't think of the other show. I watch those shows that claim they're not supporting the WWE product because they're supporting Triple H, but they forget that who is that WWE network money going to? It's not going to Triple H. It's going to the whole company. So
WWE. So you're supporting WWE.
So that's that right there. I mean, we could talk about all this, like the supposed rumors that they're going to cancel this show. They're not. That's possibly not. Yeah, you also
it's most likely they're going down to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I mean, you got to remember, guys, this is the same wrestling company that continued the show after a wrestler died. They also did a wrestling show pretty much right after 9/11 because there was a SmackDown that took place right after 9/11. So,
yep.
This is also a wrestling show that went over to Afghanistan doing their whole war in 2003. I didn't see any complaints about that, so no complaints whatsoever.
Didn't hear any crickets.
Yeah. That's because they were going for the troops, Chris. That didn't matter. Because they had the troops there. If there was going to be a big war that took place, the troops would have been already prepared to fight.
For their protection.
Yeah, they had protection. But everyone has to remember that it's not certain that this guy was murdered. It's 95%. I mean, that's still a pretty big odds, but it's only 5% chance that it's murdered. And everybody thinks that they should just cancel the show because of politics, but they'll probably be like screwed financially if they don't, because they'll be breaching contract if they cancel a show because they've already promoted it. And what would they do too? Like just randomly come out on Raw and just say, "Not happening, guys.
Not going."
Yeah, because think about it too. Well, they do have a backup plan too. See, they do have a backup plan, guys. It's not like they're not considering not going. That the big matches that will happen on this show will happen on Survivor Series, probably where they should be happening anyway. So it's like, so like they would push the Universal title match to Survivor Series, which is probably where that belongs anyways. And obviously the DX Brothers of Destruction match will go to Survivor Series, which is probably where that match belongs anyways. Because it's Shawn Michaels' comeback match.
Yeah.
Let's be honest too. At the end of the day, everyone's gonna be so mad about it, but then everyone will just say this was just a glorified house show.
Oh, I know.
That's what's gonna happen too. They're so mad they're going to Saudi Arabia, but then everyone will come on the YouTubes and the Facebooks and the Twitters and the Snapchats and the Instagrams and the Twitches and say this was just a glorified house show and it meant nothing. So they got mad about nothing. They got mad about a glorified house show on the WWE Network.
And it's glorified.
I'm probably gonna lose like all my subscribers now because they're so mad. They're gonna be so mad
for glorifieds.
For a glorified house show. That's what they're gonna be mad about.
That's what we should have titled this video.
What, glorified?
Glorified house shows.
Yeah, I guess we'll call it that then. And then I don't even know. Like, speaking of which, I'm going to talk about something too. Apparently, there's supposed like video evidence that they did this. Why would you leave that? Why would you take video evidence of murdering somebody? I think they deleted it or something, but it's just like I don't know. You don't do that type. That's like the type of stuff mistakes you make in like a horror movie, not in like.
I know.
Because I've been watching a lot of horror movies lately, so.
I want the Talkinator, people.
I'm kind of behind.
Same person, different theme.
I'm very behind on that because I had to study for that test exam last week, and I'm on like the crap Jason movies, and I'm like not in a huge rush to watch them. So it's kind of I'm at like the Jason Takes Manhattan, the Jason Goes to Hell, and the Jason X's and all that stuff. So it's kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna take my time. I'm probably making it worse on myself, but whatever.
I know you have to give me your whole schedule.
I know, yeah, but it's just kind of whatever.
I still have that schedule.
You can delete it if you want, but
I'm gonna keep it, so I know your schedule.
I already ruined it anyway because I didn't get up at 6. I got up at like 10 today, so kind of Already ruined. You didn't. I ruined it before you even had a chance to ruin it. So I don't even really. Maybe I'm just not the right type of guy to talk about this because I don't care about politics. So I'm not. We're not the right type of people to talk about this type of topic. So
So can I
go
move
to like
on?
go to what culture because they have like better they because they have. See, if I was being paid to do this, I care more to talk about this. But I'm just gonna go in a November 2nd and just watch a wrestling show and not really think about politics. Kind of that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm just gonna rate the show as I would rate every other show.
Oh yeah.
Um, I know I
Now
technically
let's move on. Super Showdown.
yeah. Let me get the notes. Which was
Stupid
not
Showdown.
which was not a glorified house show.
The Stupid Showdown.
Even though like if you watch Raw the next night, then it's kind of like all the stuff they should have done on this show. They should they did on Raw. They should have done on
They
this show.
basically just traded wins
Yeah,
with the 6-man tag matches.
but I still really like this show though. So let's talk about this show. We had the commentary team of Corey Graves, Michael Cole, and Renee Young. So pretty much I guess SmackDown wasn't good enough to commentate this show.
I'm surprised they didn't bring like Saxton down or something like that.
Yeah, I know. But I guess they just told Smack. Thank God Tom Phillips wasn't there. He was not ready. He's just we don't need him over there. So
No, we don't.
Michael Cole, let's be honest, we knew Michael Cole was going to be there
Oh
because
yeah.
commentary team. SmackDown was just like, yeah, you're not. Even though you're going to make us more money next year, you just let Raw do this show.
It's all Raw's job.
Yeah, this is a Raw show. Even though all the SmackDown titles were defended and Raw's was not, so only like one Raw title was defended, but it's not even a Raw title anymore. So,
Yeah.
but anyhow, I thought they did a good job on commentary as normal. So,
Yeah, they were good.
yeah, they were good. Renee Young didn't make any jokes though about Dean Ambrose eating pie, which was still hilarious. But let's talk about. Obviously, we're just gonna go in order. We have the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. SmackDown Tag Team Champions Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods with Big E inside versus the Ball. I was pretty surprised Big E didn't wrestle this match because the Ball's like a bigger tag team. But
Oh yeah, they want the small lineup, and they
But
won.
if you think about it, I don't think Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods have ever lost a match as a team because I think they've always won the tag team titles when
yeah.
when they've teamed up together. So, but I might be wrong on that. So, but this match started off very
I
fast
think you're
paced.
right.
Um, this match started off very fast paced. Kofi and Xavier got the advantage early. But then obviously that didn't last long because if you ever watch a wrestling match, usually the heels get control. So
They have to. It's automatic.
yeah. Um, but I did like the spot where like Xavier Woods went to dive on the ball and the ball caught him and threw him into the post and threw Kofi into the barricade, or it might have been vice versa. I forget because I saw this match like over a week ago, and you don't remember matches over a week ago unless they're like a 5-star match. So
And I don't remember a lot of the details on it.
yeah. So then the ball dominated. I remember it was Kofi that took the heat because Xavier Woods did the hot tag. That I remember. I did like the
Yeah.
uppercuts Cesaro was hitting on Kofi Kingston. And then Xavier Woods got the hot tag on Sheamus. And he hit all his typical Xavier Woods moves, except the up, down, down moves. He only does that on his YouTube channel. So, and then the finish came with Kofi and Xavier Woods hit a backstabber coup de grace combo on, I believe it was Cesaro, because Sheamus ain't taking the fall. Forget about that. So,
Fucking Sheamus.
yeah, he's got enough backstage leverage where he's just like, yeah, Cesaro, you can take the loss this time. I'll take it next time, and then next time will never happen. So yeah, Kofi and Xavier Woods win. Even though we just made a whole mockery out of the match, I still thought it was a good match. I gave it 3 stars. I thought it was a nice SmackDown match.
It was nice, yeah. I give it 3 stars too. It was a very good opener.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if this is continuing though because there was no follow up to this on SmackDown right afterwards. But I don't know what else happens with the New Day because they've wrestled every team on SmackDown pretty much. They've wrestled every team in this company actually pretty much.
Go to Raw.
Huh?
Go to Raw.
With the SmackDown tag team titles go to Raw.
Yep.
And then you would really get confused which championship is which because the SmackDown tag team titles would be on Raw, and then
They're now the Raw SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, apparently. So yeah, I thought this was a good match here. 3 stars. I will tell you a story. I remember I said I was going to stay up all night so I wouldn't miss Super Showdown, and then I dozed off for like an hour, and then I woke back up, and then I tried watching the show, but I was watching so much stuff on my computer. I had like a huge headache, and I'm just like, I'm not going to enjoy this show. I have to go to bed. It was just not happening. So
you little baby.
Yeah.
There's a bottle. You need to go to bed.
Hey, I had to go to. I watched the show the next day. So, but yeah, I give this show. This match gets 3 stars, 3 whole stars.
3 of them.
Yeah.
3 whole of them.
Yeah, not 5, just 3.
3 whole stars.
Yeah. Isn't that
3
great?
whole out of 5.
Yep. That means it's a good match. Not a great match, but a good match.
Okay, just making sure. Because certain matches were ranked 5, but for the New Day, but
what did you rate this match?
5.
You gave this 5 stars
out of 3.
Okay. Wait, what? You're not even making any sense. All right, we're moving on. All right, so then we had the SmackDown Women's Title match. Becky Lynch defending against Charlotte Flair. Thought this match was pretty good. I thought it was very sloppy in the beginning, though, with the way Charlotte Flair fell off like the apron or whatever. I thought that was sloppy. But then I thought this match
broke her neck.
Yeah, it's all weird too with Charlotte Flair. Like she's like a really good wrestler, but a lot of her matches, if you watch them, are like very sloppy sometimes. I don't know.
One thing she needs to stop doing is that fucking moonsault.
Did she do it in this match too?
Yeah, she did in this match. I think twice.
Well, you could make the argument this was a big show to do this match.
But she does it all the fucking time, though.
Yeah, I know. I also noticed in this match that not everyone was going to get a full entrance because of how big the arena is, because every time someone would come out, they would get cut off by somebody else. So.
They got almost halfway down the ramp.
Yeah. So I don't think that would happen at like a WrestleMania or something. They get all their entrance.
I know, yeah.
So then Becky Lynch tries to leave the match and lose by countout, but Charlotte Flair wasn't having any of that because she knows she wouldn't win the championship. And then Charlotte Flair throws Becky Lynch in the ring, and then she gets Becky Lynch into the figure 8, and Becky Lynch grabs the SmackDown Women's Championship and hits Charlotte Flair twice in the ribs, and the ref calls a DQ, which I called this spot on, by the way. This won me match 1 in the best of 3 series. I was very happy about that.
That was insane.
Yes.
I didn't catch on to it because I was half asleep and it was 5 o'clock in the morning. I got up at 4 o'clock to watch it.
Yeah.
And I was fucking half asleep. I didn't even realize what had happened until you texted me later.
I forgot myself we even did predictions. I'm like, oh wait, we did predictions, so I had to look up. Because I texted you while I was watching the show, but this was the only match we had different, so I knew
You always put in those weird fucking stipulations where someone's gonna get disqualified.
I know. I didn't see it.
You always say that. You always say someone's gonna get disqualified. It never happens.
And this time
time it happened.
Yeah. Because only
1 for 10.
Yeah, I know.
Disqualification stipulation.
This 1 for 10 could be winning me a championship though. So
it could.
And you there's no rematches, so
I know it's a best of 3. It's not.
Yeah.
If you win the next one, you win.
Yeah, but no rematch clause. We don't do that on this show. So
I still have the Money in the Bank.
I gotta approve the cash in though. That was the stipulation.
I still have that Money in the Bank that I cheaply won.
Because Jade's defended his Money in the Bank contract when he wasn't even in a match.
I cheaply won in a game of Bago.
Yep.
cornball holder.
But anyhow, yeah, Becky Lynch won, and then Charlotte Flair goes all upset and tries to beat the crap out of Becky Lynch, but Becky Lynch beats the shit out of Charlotte Flair, so that didn't work out.
It didn't happen on SmackDown, but like every single time Charlotte tried to attack Becky,
Yeah.
Becky just ended up beating the piss out of her.
It technically did happen on SmackDown until that big spot. But
yeah.
I like this match. I'll give it 3 1/4. I thought it was pretty good. The quarters for winning me a championship, so you got to give.
The quarters.
The only thing I didn't like though is that they did a rematch on SmackDown. I thought that was just really weird. They announced a rematch on SmackDown, but whatever.
So soon, no entrances.
Yeah,
and open the show.
Yeah,
but I gave it 3.
Yeah. Okay, just 3.
It was fair. It was a good match.
Are you giving this 3 because
definitely not like their best match?
Yeah. Not the worst match.
Each match gets worse.
I don't think this was the worst match though.
It definitely wasn't. I feel like their
Hell in a Cell match was worse.
Yeah.
Wasn't bad either, but
it just was too short.
Yeah.
But I feel like every single time though, their match quality goes down.
Definitely won't at Evolution.
Yeah, last one man standing.
First one ever, apparently. Even though I guess NXT doesn't count because they didn't win an NXT, so I guess that doesn't count.
Yep, those don't count.
Yeah. I like how they try to say NXT's part of WWE, but then when NXT does like the first ever last woman standing match, it's like, it never happened.
It didn't happen.
We did this first.
We did everything first.
Yeah. All right, but what I was gonna say is, are you giving this 3 stars too? Because this cost you a championship.
Yes.
I thought so. Hey, but let's talk about.
Hey, you went up to a quarter because you won.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna give it a quarter because you won.
Exactly. All right, so then
it's my quarter now. I'm taking it away.
Yeah, but I still have the quarter.
Mine doesn't have a quarter. I took the quarter away.
I see. All right, but we have the worst. I think this was probably the worst thing on the whole show. Kevin Owens and Elias versus John Cena and Bobby Lashley.
John Cena won with a punch.
Yeah. Now, Elias and Kevin Owens. I'm just gonna pretty much break down what this match was. Elias and Kevin Owens did their promo. Bobby Lashley took all the heat. Cena got the hot tag, and then he won with his punch on Elias. So this benefited nobody. Then Cena cuts that promo that he probably cuts at every house show that he goes to.
Cryptic. He's going back to China to finish filming.
No, but here's what I hated about. There's a lot of things I hated about this. One, this did no favors for Elias and Kevin Owens. This did no favors for Bobby Lashley. Because the next night he was just a heel again, so it was just whatever. Yeah. And then John Cena, you could just. He says that he claims this is his home, but I just don't really think he gives a fuck anymore. You could just tell.
It's not his home. If it was his home, he would be there.
Yeah, I don't think he gives a fuck. And then
he's setting into The Rock.
Yeah, I know.
He made fun of The Rock for doing the same exact thing that he's doing.
You know what I'm gonna say though? At least with The Rock, when he's there, it looks like he gives a shit. Cena, when he's there, I don't think he gives a shit.
It means more too. It's like I didn't give a flying fuck that Cena was back at Super Showdown.
I didn't care about. All I cared about was his hair. That's it.
Yeah.
It was just like
the fact that he's balding.
I mean, think about it. Daniel Bryan and The Miz got 2 minutes so John Cena could come in and hit his moves and leave.
Yep.
So I'm just saying, Daniel Bryan and The Miz, who've been there, probably the best feud of this year, main roster-wise anyways. Yeah. Was supposed to have this big blow-off match, and they got 2 minutes so John Cena could show up and hit 6 moves. And speaking of which, you know what doesn't make any sense about this? They tried to bring up the fact that Cena had ring rust. How would they know he was going to have this 6th move if he hasn't wrestled in like the greatest Royal Rumble? Because he's had to have done this move in a match if he knew this move was coming.
He did it one time on a house show.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they tried to make it seem like he had ring rust, but he had wrestled a house show just prior to this, and they themselves post on the YouTube channel, their own YouTube channel, the 6 moves of doom. So what is it? Does everything that go on and I don't know. Just John Cena.
Dumb.
Yeah. If we did ups and downs, this would get it down, but we're not doing that anymore. But it just gets like this is worse than breakfast for dinner. That's how bad this was.
So it's the best because breakfast for dinner is amazing.
This is the what this right here was just like we know why Cena couldn't take any bumps because of he has some movie he's doing, but it's just like I don't know. Why book the guy if he can't even take any bumps?
You love breakfast for dinner as much as you love this match.
No, not at all. I hate. This is worse than breakfast for dinner.
This is a 5-star quality match that you equate to as being the best because breakfast for dinner is amazing.
Well, it's worse though. Dinner for breakfast. That's even worse. Actually, I don't know what's worse. Actually, no. Dinner for breakfast is worse. You have to do more.
Dude.
You have to do more work to make dinner for breakfast than breakfast for dinner. But anyhow, yeah, this match is just bad. Also, what was worse about this too was like Elias got buried. Just I don't know. Don't ever watch it. Just skip this match if you ever stumble across it. Skip.
Half a star.
Yeah. And Cena gets like -3 stars. He owes me 3 stars.
He owes you 3.
Yeah. And apparently John Cena's so great he just automatically qualifies for the World Cup. I think this just proves me and John's point all these years, by the way, with John Cena. But is right with this match.
He's gonna win.
Yeah. Why do you have to win anyways? You didn't it's not like he had to take the fall.
He didn't take any bumps.
No Leo Rush either. That was even worse.
So
this was a glorified house show match right here too, by the way. John Cena. Yeah, then we had the Iconics versus the Empress and the Glow. Asuka just continues to just be used like crap. The Iconics got like barely any reaction, and this was their home country or whatever. The Iconics obviously won, and I'm gonna say this: this does not mean that whole notion of losing your hometown's going away, because I think this is just gonna be a one-time thing. So.
Oh yeah.
This was just bad. I'll give this a star though. This was better. This match I thought was better than Kevin Owens and Elias versus John Cena.
It gets that full star.
Yeah, it gets a full star because at least everyone gave a crap.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if Asuka gave a crap, but I wouldn't blame. Asuka would have a reason not to give a crap. Then we had my favorite match of the night, which was the WWE Championship match. No count out, no disqualification. AJ Styles defending against Samoa Joe. This was
got down on his promise though.
What didn't?
He said he was gonna murder Samoa Joe.
No, yeah, he didn't know Samoa Joe. Well, he hurt his leg really bad, so his leg was murdered.
He didn't bury him alive.
It was not a buried alive match. There's nothing he could do about it.
He said he was gonna do it.
Technically, he could have too, because it's an ODQ match.
He didn't do it. Disappointed.
Yeah.
Negative 5-star match now.
I still thought this was a great match. And I did like that AJ Styles was all business. He immediately just went right after Samoa Joe and attacked him. And the match hadn't started yet because both guys had to be in the ring for it to start. And AJ Styles beats the crap out of Samoa Joe in the beginning. Then Samoa Joe gets the advantage on AJ Styles, throws him into the barricade. And I know a lot of people don't like how sometimes wrestling no DQ matches will be all wrestling holds first and then do the weapons. But I kind of like how they build to the weapons. So I was fine with that. And then Samoa Joe went to grab a chair. AJ Styles drop kicked it in his face. And then Styles went to charge at Samoa Joe. And then Joe hit the Uranagi sort of through the chair. AJ didn't really go all the way through the chair. He kind of dented the chair really, but it still did what it needed to do. And then Joe brought a table out and he went for the muscle buster. But I have a feeling this is going to be like the package power driver with Kevin Owens. He's probably never going to hit this move again.
Oh yeah,
and I actually agree with them. Samoa Joe never hitting this move again because of what happened to Tyson Kidd. So, I know that was like a freak accident, but it was still scary. Scared. Yeah, but he did hit like a half. He hit like a muscle buster into like a sidewalk slam though in this match. I remember he did that. So. He sort of hit a muscle buster, just not all the way. But then AJ Styles hit an electric chair to Samoa Joe through the table, and Samoa Joe started selling the knee because he felt his knee pop. I think AJ went through the table a little bit too, if I'm not mistaken.
AJ went through it more than Joe did.
Yeah. And then AJ Styles started to target the injured leg of Samoa Joe, which I thought was some nice psychology right there. I even like when he did the springboard 450 splash on the leg of Samoa Joe. That was really cool. Then Samoa Joe tried time in and time out to go for the Corkina clutch, but AJ Styles kicked Fallon out of it. They even redid their Hell in a Cell finish, except this time Samoa Joe kicked out. So we almost had that issue again. That just proves my point that didn't solve any problems. But
oh yeah.
Then AJ Styles hit a phenomenal forearm from the barricade, and then Joe went for the Corkina clutch for a third time. AJ got counted in the calf crusher, and Samoa Joe tapped out. Not sure if I'm a fan of Samoa Joe tapping out, but the argument that the defense I'll give was AJ Styles worked on his legs throughout much of this matchup, and there was really nothing Samoa Joe could do because the rope breaks meant nothing. So, so I was fine with this match. Pretty sad that that the Joe Styles matches are easily better than the Nakamura Styles matches, but I thought that this was a great match and a great blow off to a great feud.
Yeah,
4 stars.
Yeah, for sure. Very, very, very good.
And then the Wyatt Squad wrestled Ronda Rousey and the Bella Twins. Liv Morgan was the MVP in this match, but other than that, it was a house show match up until Ronda Rousey did the double arm. I almost said the arm breaker, but the double arm ball.
Double arm breaker.
On Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan. I thought that was a nice spot. I noticed too, Brie Bella and Liv Morgan didn't have much altercations with each other. I really didn't pay much attention to this match because I didn't. When Nikki Bella was getting the heat, I thought it was Brie because that just showed you how much I was paying attention. Because I just really didn't pay much attention. I thought this match was properly placed though, right after the WWE title match. So I thought this match was decent. It was fine. I didn't have any issues with it. I didn't have as much issues with it as I did with the Cena match and the Iconics match. So whatever. It was just something that existed with no issues.
Oh yeah.
I'll give it like 2.25 because it's not a 2-star match. It's just 2.25.
It's 2.
Okay. Then we had the second best match on the whole show, the Cruiserweight Championship match. Cruiserweight Champion Cedric Alexander versus Buddy Murphy. Exactly what the Cruiserweight division should be. I thought Buddy Murphy was going to squash Cedric Alexander because Cedric got like no offense in and Buddy Murphy kicked his ass in the beginning. I thought he was going to win with that meteor off the top rope.
Yeah.
He didn't. I liked the Michinoku driver that Cedric Alexander did off the second turnbuckle. I thought that was really cool. And Cedric Alexander hits the lumbar check, and Buddy Murphy kicks out, which I believe is the first time someone's kicked out of this move, unless someone did it in the CWC, which I don't remember. I think Kota Ibushi did. But I don't really remember if he did or not. I don't even remember if he hit the move, but then Buddy Murphy hit Murphy's Law, won the match, and won the Cruiserweight Championship. I was fine with this. Cedric Alexander had been a long-reigning champion. I think, but it was time for a nice title change, and Buddy Murphy had beaten all the top names in 205 Live. They built him up pretty nicely for this match. It was kind of interesting, though, that he lost the title right before he was about to break the longest reigning Cruiserweight Championship record, though. I thought that was pretty interesting. But overall, I thought this match was really good. I give it 3 3/4. Yes, it gets 3/4, so it means it gets 75 cents.
3 stars. Very good match. I don't like the win for a cheap pop. I don't think it was necessary to. First of all, you're building up Cedric Alexander as this dominant champion.
This is his first loss this year
for so long, and then you just have him lose in Australia to fucking Buddy Murphy. You kidding me? Like, that's for a fucking cheap pop. Fucking stupid. Stupid booking.
This was his first loss in 2018 too.
Fucking stupid.
I was fine with it. I didn't have an issue with it. So, if he just went, I will agree with you though that they did it for a cheap pop. If Cedric Alexander just wins the championship right back, because then that would be stupid.
And the fact that they also built up the lumbar check for it to just be kicked out of anyway.
It's a big title. It's a big title match.
With a burning passion.
Um,
That's why the fucking attitude adjustment doesn't feel like a special move anymore, because everyone kicks out of it.
Apparently it's just going to be a transition move now.
Apparently so, because a punch is more effective.
Apparently. Actually, you know what the funny thing is I was playing 2K18 one day, and one of my friends kept hitting the attitude adjustment on me in an Iron Man match, and it never did any damage to me. That's pretty funny. Off topic, but funny. Then you had the Shield versus the awful faction name of the Dogs of War. Great match. I like the storyline in it. I think this match went a little too long, but whatever. I did like the spot where they teased that Dean Ambrose was going to join up with the Dogs of War, but it didn't happen. And then the Shield won when Dean Ambrose hit the dirty deeds on Dolph Ziggler. Some of the highlights of this match was Roman Reigns spearing Strowman through the barricade, which they had to put like caution tape over it, which was pretty funny.
As a kind of a way so Dean doesn't get murdered.
Yeah.
And it doesn't fucking matter anyways.
And then Braun Strowman took down the Shield like with a big spear, which was awesome. The heels got the heat on Seth Rollins for a while.
Seth was in that match for a very, very long time.
Yeah. And then I still think it's interesting that interview came out recently that Dean Ambrose wasn't going to take many risks, and he took a lot of risks in this match. So
yeah,
apparently he was lying. We don't like liars on this channel, so
he's a liar.
Yeah, he's me. So he's a heel now. He's apparently going to be a heel now, so he's allowed to be a liar. So, the Shield winning. I was fine with the Shield winning, but I don't care about the Shield. I don't care about the Dogs of War. I don't care about this feud. If you think about it too, Braun Strowman, since this faction's got together, has like been cooled off. Like he's not as hard as once he once was either. He shouldn't be a heel. And now that looks like the teasing a breakup with Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. Apparently, Raw has too many tag teams, even though they have like because once Ziggler and McIntyre split up, the Shield's pretty much going to split up. And then I guess the tag team division is going to be like what? Just Titus Worldwide and the Revival and the B Team, and that's it, I think. Oh, and AOP. So I like this match. I give it like 4 stars, but I don't like the context of this match.
4.5.
I might give it 4.5.
I'm giving it 5.
This match is a dud. Daniel Bryan versus The Miz in a number 1 contender match. What a joke.
A fucking plus.
Hey, I had a plan though. I knew Daniel Bryan was.
If I would have fucking picked Bryan like I should have, I would have won.
No, he would have tied.
That makes me the winner.
Yeah, but because it's a best of 3, so I think we would have been up 1-1.
I know, that's confusing.
I'm glad you didn't. So I'm glad. I knew you were gonna pick. I knew if it was all a plan though. I knew if I brought up that Miz bullshit idea that I brought out, you were gonna go right along with it.
No, that wasn't bullshit because it seemed plausible.
It did seem, yeah, but this was just stupid though. Like this match got like 0 time. Daniel Bryan just won with a fluky small package. It was just dumb.
A plus.
Is this because Miz looked like a 4?
A plus, baby.
Okay, A plus, whatever. We're just gonna move on.
5-star match.
I am excited for Daniel Bryan versus AJ though. What I didn't like though is it came off so scripted because can you imagine? Well, I guess I can't really say in a football game though because they pretty much already know what the next games are gonna be. So, yeah. But this was just really stupid. It just came off very scripted though. That like they because this is supposed to technically be a sport where you don't know who's gonna win. So I have a feeling Paige wasn't even watching this show, so they just
I don't even know if she wasn't even there.
Yeah, so they just automatically announced that Daniel Bryan just gets a shot at Crown Jewel. I just thought that came off very phony and scripted, so I didn't like that.
It came off like they had the graphic ready.
Yeah, I bet they don't have the graphic ready in NFL. So, but And if they do have the graphic ready in NFL, I think you need to be you need to stop being very suspicious, Chris.
Yeah.
And then you had the main event, which gets very mixed reviews. Some people really like this main event. Some people really hate this main event. And some people are just kind of indifferent on this main event. Undertaker with Kane ringside versus Shawn Michaels with Triple H wins. No, Triple H with Shawn Michaels. Essentially, though, it was a handicap match, pretty much, though. So
Loved it. Love this match.
I love this match too, but it does have its problems.
Like Kane.
Yeah, that he did nothing in this match.
Kane took an elbow drop.
Yep.
He took a kick to the dick, and that was it.
He pretty much did nothing in this match. He even
did
said
absolutely nothing. HBK kept getting involved in the match, and Kane literally did nothing.
Yep.
There was one point where after he took the elbow drop to the table, he was gone for like 10 minutes. You couldn't see him. And all of a sudden, they went under that side of the ring, and Kane was still on the ground. It was like 15 minutes later.
You know what the funny thing is, too?
This match went 30 minutes, and I think Kane spent 95% of it on the mat.
You know what the funny thing is, too? Kane even sat and watched Shawn Michaels set up this table and did nothing about it.
And then danced around it. Did you see that awkward spot where they were like, where HBK sets up the table, and then Kane comes over, and they just like dance around the table?
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of that?
I didn't like this spot either, where Undertaker just like took Triple H and he walked with them like into the crowd, and they didn't do anything. He just dragged him right back to the win. I thought that was
they did that. They had a couple of really sloppy spots out in the crowd, and then
like the backdrop,
went deeper into the crowd, and then they just turned around and went back.
Yeah, that was stupid. But and then I did like when Undertaker choked Triple H with the wire, though. That was awesome.
Except for the part where the rope wasn't the wire wasn't even around his neck half the for almost the entire time.
And then we obviously got to talk about too Undertaker's sloppy choke slam that he hit on Triple H. Like we didn't lift him all the way up.
Oh yeah.
And then the sloppy back body drop where Triple H. I feel like this is like Sting versus Triple H at WrestleMania. You could poke a lot of holes in it, but when you sit down and watch it, it's a nice nostalgic match. I think that
it was good.
I like the near falls. I did like that they tied back to the WrestleMania 27 finish with the Hell's Gate with the Sludgehammer. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
And I liked the a lot of people got mad that they made this a no DQ match randomly, but that actually makes sense since Triple H, the guy, won in the thins. I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
It actually ended up working in his favor. So.
Oh yeah.
I guess
it was a handicap match.
I guess Triple H. I wonder if like Triple H knew Kane wasn't gonna do anything. Like, I don't know. That's just weird. Maybe Kane was thinking about his mask stuff, so he was like, "Yeah, I gotta think about this right now." So, and obviously too.
Triple H wins obviously because he can't lose.
Yeah, I was mad because I'm an Undertaker. I want to Undertaker.
And after the match, him and Shawn Michaels cried.
Yeah.
I've never in my life, even after he won as many championships as he won, he's never cried in the ring.
Is this Triple H or Shawn?
Triple H was crying.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, congratulations, you beat the fucking Undertaker.
Yeah.
You didn't win a championship. You beat one guy.
A guy you've already beat.
You haven't beat him before, but why are you crying?
No, he did. He beat him at Insurrection 2002.
So he beat him one time.
Before. 2 times, actually.
He beat him 2 times, and he's crying like a fucking baby.
Yeah. Yeah. And then also we should if you had hosted this event, I think a drinking rule would have been drink every time Shawn Michaels' hat doesn't fall off, because that hat was like glued on his head.
Drink every time you see Shawn Michaels' fucking disgustingly bald head.
Yeah. And then here's what didn't really make any sense. So I did like when they embrace and show respect afterwards. I was starting to think though, so what's going to be the setup for the tag team match if they're just doing
Yeah.
this? But then it got awesome. Undertaker and
And then they
Kane,
didn't let go. And then they beat the shit out of both of them.
which didn't make any sense. They tried to make it seem like there was some sort of act of betrayal when Triple H and Shawn Michaels cheated to win this match,
They
and somehow
cheated to win the whole fucking match. They cheated the whole fucking time.
yeah, and some like why would
The entire fucking match, he cheated.
so why should the Brothers of Destruction want to show any respect towards that?
Exactly.
Are they going to try to make
I think Kane was in on it too, because he just fucking stood on the outside and did nothing.
Yeah, that should have been. If they were going to bring Kane back, they should have waited till after this match was over. That would have made more sense because he just sat around and did nothing.
Oh yeah, you could have played the storyline like, oh, if Kane was there, this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, but
Like,
instead,
if Kane was there, HBK wouldn't have been involved. But it
yeah,
didn't fucking matter anyways because he was on the mat for fucking half the match.
yeah, I know.
He
But
took one bump and was unconscious.
But I still love this match. Would I watch it again? Probably one more time, and then I'd be good. Maybe two more times, just to see Kane do nothing. That was awesome.
Yeah.
I give it 3.5.
I give it 3.5.
It
was really good.
Yeah, really good main event. I can understand the criticisms because we threw out the criticism, so
yeah,
it is what it is. If I had to rate this show, I'm gonna give it a B. Really good show. This definitely did not feel like a house show. There was stuff on this show that felt like a big deal. They did have some house show elements on it, but
yeah,
it was like two matches.
It felt like a WrestleMania SummerSlam combined into one.
Yeah,
because of I mean, there are matches at WrestleMania and SummerSlam you look and go, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like Baron Corbin and Cena. That match lasted fucking less time than I could spell my own name.
Cena still didn't give a fuck then too.
Like that match was. I wasn't even with you guys when that match happened.
You what?
I left to do something.
Oh yeah.
I left because you guys were outside.
Yeah.
And I left to do something. I came back and Corbin won. I was like gone for like fucking 2 minutes.
Yeah. But yeah, that's Super Showdown. Let's get to Raw from last week.
And Raw too tonight also.
Well, we're not gonna talk.
I know, but
we'll do a preview.
We're doing this so people know we're doing this on Monday, the day of Monday Night Raw.
True, yeah. Well, it was saying on the bottom of the video. But let's talk about Raw. So Triple H comes out and cuts his promo. And who comes out with him? None other than Shawn Michaels, which probably everyone knew was going to happen. So I think it was advertised. And Triple H talks about how he finally reached the top of the mountain. I mean, I guess apparently his 2002 to 2005 one wasn't the top of the mountain, though. So
squashing everyone. Any young talent come my way? Nah.
Yeah.
He was the epitome of the nah.
Yeah, he started. Hey, he didn't want to work Tuesdays. He did the Nas first.
He nabbed everyone.
Yeah,
he was the king of the nah.
But then he said that the mountain was nothing more than a metaphor. Obviously, it's nothing more than a metaphor. What do you Triple H think? It was like a real mountain he was climbing. I mean,
he's just climbing a real life mountain.
Because they were knocked right off that mountain faster than ever, and pretty much Shawn Michaels says that all respect has gone away from The Undertaker after Super Showdown. I think we pretty much knew that, too, because Shawn Michaels interfered the whole match. So
yeah.
But so they announce that Shawn Michaels is making his return. They take off their shirts. I like that Triple H wasn't in his suit for once, but I think that the DX was back. So at Crown Jewel, if the event happens, if not at Survivor Series, we're getting Shawn Michaels in-ring return, teaming up with his DX brother, Triple H, against the Brothers of Destruction. I'm excited about this. Just stoked. Awesome.
And also, too, did you hear the some news that leaked out?
He might be working WrestleMania 35.
He's confirmed to be working WrestleMania against AJ.
Ooh, that'd be awesome. For the top. So I imagine AJ will lose the title then, right?
probably the title feud probably going to WrestleMania is probably going to be Miz and Bryan.
With Miz as the champion, hopefully.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. I think AJ's going to win at Crown Jewel if it happens, or at Survivor Series.
Yeah, with the interference from the Miz.
Miz will beat AJ
at the Rumble.
Because he said on SmackDown who's next.
Yeah.
And then he'll win at the Rumble, and then that will be your main event SmackDown picture.
Yeah.
For a picture title feud going into WrestleMania.
Because they were supposed to do AJ versus Shawn at the Royal Rumble, not this year, but last year, because it was in Texas, but Shawn didn't want to do the match last year, so.
Yeah.
That's exciting, though.
And he said, if people don't have respect, or if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. Suck it.
Yep. Do you think they'll do a tease for it tomorrow on SmackDown if Shawn Michaels is there?
Yes.
I'll be excited about that. But yeah, I'm excited about the return of Shawn Michaels. I'd imagine. Everyone could say that Shawn Michaels is a hypocrite because he's taking the money to come back, but come on, we have an inside source. We know Shawn Michaels loves his money. We have an inside source about that. So that was the constant joke around this whole YouTube wrestling, the Aftershock corner. So
he loves his money.
Yep.
For that show that died that unceremoniously.
But I thought the segment was just 58 thumbs up. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Then we had another awesome segment for different reasons. Bobby Lashley with Lio Rush versus Kevin Owens. I'm gonna let you break down this match because it's just awesome.
Well, Bobby killed him, murdered him. Lio Rush is on the mic, basically getting the heat. Lashley turned heel, like mid-match, basically, and beat the shit out of Kevin Owens.
And Owens turned face too, pretty much too.
Yeah, pretty much. But did you see what's going with Kevin?
He's going to be out of action for possibly 8 months.
Yep, knee surgery.
I thought at first it was a work because he was taking out a.
It was just like a beatdown, like double turn. Next week,
yeah.
KO comes out as the babyface to the love and adulation of the fans.
Yeah.
And nope.
So I'm gonna guess what really happened backstage. Even though this is still really awesome, what really probably took place was they realized one of the top heels was gonna be hurt for a while, so they needed to turn somebody else heel, so they just threw this together.
Yeah. I think Kevin and Sammy both now. When Sammy comes back and Kevin come back,
yeah,
probably gonna be faces again.
That'd be awesome too.
Well, Sammy face again and Kevin Owens first time as a face in WWE.
Yeah. Or they could just, which is pretty likely, they could just forget that Kevin Owens ever turned face and he comes back as a heel. Because that could happen too.
I mean, but they do have precedent too for him to come back and feud with Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
And the feud actually makes sense.
They should get Bobby Lashley too. Like, I know they could go with Lio Rush, but they should get him like a tag team partner to go up against Sammy and Kevin and like build them a story. I mean, I guess they could do Lio. They could do Lio Rush, I guess, because he actually is a really good wrestler. So
he's fucking an amazing wrestler.
Yeah. And I think that Bobby Lashley needed to go heel because his babyface run was just flopping huge. So
he's stale. They didn't do anything with him.
Yeah.
They didn't even try to do anything with him.
Yeah. Remember his sister segment. That just shows you they didn't try to do anything with him. So
yep. They didn't have the balls to get his real sisters.
Yeah. You know what would be awesome too is because I imagine Sami Zayn's going to be healed up quicker than Kevin Owens.
Oh yeah, because he's further along. So
yeah,
I mean they have precedent to feud also too.
Yeah. So what they could do too is if they want to wait to bring back Sami Zayn, because they could always wait a couple months because it's not like they'd have anything for him to do when he comes back anyway. So
yeah. But what I don't want to happen, what I think they might do, is like Lashley beats down Sammy, like if Sami Zayn comes back in full face and everything, beats down Sammy, KO comes out, chases off Lashley and just turns on Sammy.
Yeah, it would be that
That
would
like
suck.
that like for me, I feel like that's gonna happen.
Yeah, probably. And then what
Like
would be?
or the other way around.
It would be
Or
entertaining.
like they keep Sammy as the heel, like saying that like he never needed KO, KO needed
Yeah,
him.
even though that's not true.
Yeah, they need each other.
Well, it's
That's his guardian angel.
Kevin. If you look at WWE career-wise, Sammy's needed Kevin more than Kevin's needed Sammy. So,
Oh yeah,
all right, but
I just would like to be them like have them be like a face tag team.
yeah, I
It's like
loved it. But I loved this.
on Raw too. They need that.
Yeah,
There's
definitely.
not enough like legitimate tag teams.
And obviously too, 8 months is a lot in month. There might not be any face tag teams. So,
Yeah,
I
and
mean, they'll probably be.
I think Sammy's a little bit farther ahead by a few months.
Yeah. So they could always still wait a few months to bring back Sammy because remember they
Yeah,
waited when Finn Balor was hurt. They waited like an extra month to bring him back after WrestleMania. So,
yeah,
um,
and make sure he was fully healed.
yeah. So they could always do that with Sammy. But I thought this match. Oh, and we forgot to mention Lashley did get the win too. It wasn't like
Yeah,
a
Lashley got
DQ.
the win. Then afterwards, like
Yeah.
Bailey and Finn Balor. I guess that's the next feud. I think is
Yeah, we'll just break down
Finn
that segment
Bobby.
next. B&B were doing like an
Bad.
interview, and Bobby Lashley and Leo Rush pretty much came out and which it kind of sucks for Finn Balor because he's just so it really doesn't matter because he's so irrelevant anyways
So
that
lost in the shuffle.
yeah, at least this will be something for him to do for like what a couple weeks maybe.
Yeah,
So,
like I'll say this: like if Dean Ambrose does turn on their Shield, why not throw Finn Balor into the Shield and give him like a big storyline?
yeah, why not?
Like, kind of makes sense. Like Braun Strowman did kind of like randomly turn against him
Yeah, exactly.
in that match that they had. Like they were like
But
best
then
friends.
we
Suddenly they weren't best friends anymore.
yeah, but then before that we had a John Cena video package just showing everything he's ever done in his career because he's going to be in the World Cup and he doesn't have to qualify because he's so awesome. So yeah. Then Elias cuts a promo, all sad that he lost at Super Showdown, and he gets interrupted again. Like the guy just can't catch a break. Come on.
And also, did they do the weird thing now where like they say, "Ladies and gentlemen, Elias," and then it just cuts to commercial break anyway?
I know. I think that's funny. And then I think they do it when they come back from commercial too.
They do. We get two ladies and gentlemen's
Yeah.
Elias.
And or they'll do the segment where he strums his guitar, and that's that.
Oh yeah.
I thought he had a good. Elias is just awesome every week. So, and he did get more heel heat this week. He mentioned something about the Chicago Bears or something losing some sort of sporting event. Whatever. It was not as big heel heat though as obviously last week or 2 weeks
Yeah.
ago since this is Monday this week. Then you had the exact same match pretty much, but a much better match between the Wyatt Squad and Ronda Rousey and the Bella Twins. I gotta say though, I love the spot where Liv Morgan and Brie Bella just beat the crap out of each other because that made sense. That
Yeah.
was awesome. Ronda Rousey
And,
made
and then the Bellas turned heel. Shocker.
and Ronda Rousey didn't understand why. Which, if you think about it with Ronda Rousey though, I wouldn't understand why either because everything was all fine at Super Showdown, then was all fine the next day, and then all of a sudden, like, you just get beat the crap out of for no reason. So, obviously, the reason will probably be is that they think Ronda Rousey's undeserving of this shot, so that will be that.
Yeah.
And then Nikki Bella, and they announced on Raw afterwards that Nikki Bella is challenging Ronda Rousey at Evolution for the Raw Women's title, which I'm pretty excited to see that match. I don't know how the match will be in wind wise, but we'll have to wait and see because Nikki Bella hasn't wrestled a one-on-one match since think uh I think since Natalia at like SmackDown or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Falls count anywhere match, so where she went through a meal and didn't bleed. So yeah,
Ronda Rousey's one face.
I did like this segment. I thought it was awesome. I did think it was funny too that Ronda Rousey still almost fought him off. That was awesome.
It's the fact that Ronda Rousey didn't show emotion.
Well,
She had an angry face.
She didn't understand why she was being beaten down.
Is that what happens when you get beat down? You don't understand what happens. You don't fight back.
Well, she did. Apparently, she was just fighting for survival. And then we had a mixed match challenge rematch. BNB versus Mahalisha with Sunil.
Don't care.
Want to just move on? I think BNB won. I feel like they did. We'll just say they did, and move on.
Yes.
I think, it just shows you that Jinder Mahal, though, a year ago was the WWE champion, and now he's the jobber, pretty much. That's awesome. Then the Dogs of War were backstage, and Ziggler was trying to give him instructions, but McIntyre was like, "We didn't lose last night." And Braun Strowman yelled at him and said the only reason this group's together was for him to be Universal Champion. I just didn't care. I lost interest in this faction. I never was interested in this faction, so I just didn't care. Don't ever do this again. And they'll do it like 20. Watch, they'll do it like 20 more times now.
They're gonna do it 20 more times.
Then Baron Corbin's backstage, and Heath Slater wanted to be in his global battle royal, but Baron Corbin said that he sucks, so he's not going to be in it. And Heath Slater was all sad. I felt bad for Heath Slater.
I felt bad for Heath Slater too.
He pretty much has to be told by a terrible wrestler and Baron Corbin that he sucks too. That's just not fair.
It's very not fair.
Yeah.
But I want to. The battle royal was funny. Yeah, they had
What's up?
The battle royal was hilarious.
Yeah, talk about the battle royal.
So they had like wrestlers from all around the world. Don't remember any of them, besides one in particular, the Conquistador, an old WWF jobber.
Yep.
And
well, they tag
waited
team
on the outside the entire time.
Took a nap.
And then Baron Corbin thought he won, and then their Conquistador came in, and the Conquistador did everything that Kurt Angle would do. He eliminated him, and then took off the mask, and holy shit, it's Raw General Manager's on a vacation, Kurt Angle.
Apparently, though,
it was crazy.
Yep. And then backstage, he gets interviewed and said, "What are you talking about? I'm on vacation." That was awesome.
Did you see his fucking Instagram? But the creepy Instagram post that he posted about the Conquistador outfit.
What was it?
Like, him and his wife would like use it in the bedroom.
I have to check that out.
It's creepy. It's pretty funny though. It made me laugh out loud.
You know what I also think it's funny on his Instagram though is I mentioned this to you before where he just posts pictures of him doing stuff and saying, "I'm really enjoying my vacation right now, guys."
My favorite one was when he posted a picture of all of his kids and Jason Jordan was in it.
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
His fake son.
Well, when he posted himself at the Performance Center, he's like, "Figured I would take a few days off of my vacation to come to the Performance Center, guys."
It's clearly going to be like Team Corbin versus Team Angle.
Yeah. No Raw versus
Benjamin's a part of it.
Yeah. No Raw versus SmackDown this year.
No, I actually kind of like what they're doing though, the Survivor Series though this year.
Yeah, but I liked this was just really fun, and it was hilarious. So, and then you had a match that's just like, why did this exist? Ember Moon versus Nia Jax, where Ember Moon won by countout. To which I question, what does this lead into? And
don't care.
Why does this exist? Is Nia Jax going to turn heel for like the 3,000th time and tell the fans to shut up after that video was just released about her, about who her parents were, and then she's gonna, I don't know. I still remember that she did a
Be a Star promo.
the next week,
and then the next night or 2 weeks later, told the fans to shut up. Wow. And then she randomly went back to being a babyface.
Yeah. And then went back to a heel, then back to a face, then back to a heel, and then back to a face.
She's gonna have more turns in the Big Show.
I still think that's the best one though. Do a Be a Starter promo, and then a few weeks later tell the fans to shut up.
Because heel.
And then this was awesome too. Trish Stratus came out to cut a promo, and she talked about how she was going to take care of business with Alexa Bliss. And then Alexa Bliss and Mickie James came out, and Alexa Bliss, she was probably really being sincere with this promo where she talked about how she watched Trish Stratus growing up. She probably literally was being sincere, but in storyline, she wasn't being sincere because she said
Nope,
that Trish
because
Stratus.
it's the fake face. I'm a heel promo.
Yep. You notice too, Chicago didn't buy it this time too.
Nope.
They were chanting bullshit at her. So, and then I did like the line where she mentioned that if Alexa Bliss wrestled in the Attitude Era, Trish Stratus would have been an afterthought, which I wouldn't probably isn't true at all. But she probably would be like the same level with Alexa Bliss because back then it was all about the tits and ass era. Alexa Bliss definitely would have been in all those bra and panties matches back then. So.
Oh, for sure. For sure. She'd have been the queen of the bra and panties match.
Which makes me really wish she was around in the Attitude Era. So, but that's
for great reasons.
Yes, and then I did like the reference when Trish Stratus said that Alexa Bliss was short, and then she mentioned, "Hey Mickey, you and I both know what it's like to come up a little short now, don't you?" Referencing their feud from 2006, and Alexa Bliss tried to play it off like she was making a short joke, and I'm like, Alexa, no, that's not the joke at all. That went way over your head.
Yeah,
Everything
pretty much goes over her
head. Except Leo Rush, she doesn't go over her head. So
no, he's tiny.
Hornswoggle doesn't even go. But then
tag team match, player.
They wanted to fight right now.
Holla, holla, holla.
Mickey James thought it was a waste of time. And then I guess somehow they brought up that they wanted a tag team match. I feel like every time a tag team match gets mentioned, Teddy Long should get paid because he's
now at Evolution as a tag team match because Lita came out.
Yeah.
And now a tag team match because they're fucking stupid. Because they literally said that the only reason why they announced Alexa versus Trish was so that they could get buy rates.
And I guess that failed.
And so it failed, so they had to. And that they said the plan all along was to have a tag team match. So what was the point in the first place of announcing two singles matches when you could have just said from the get-go, Alexa and Mickey versus Trish and a partner of her choosing?
Yeah, probably. That would have been better. I'm guessing what happened.
You got people excited and pumped up for a match between Alexa and Trish, and the match is basically not going to happen.
I have a couple of theories. One, I think it's a good thing they did the tag team match because I don't know how well that Lita Mickey James match was going to go because we saw Lita in the Royal Rumble and she didn't look very good.
Oh, so, yeah.
That's I mean, maybe she would have been better there because she's probably been training and will be more in shape, but she didn't look very good in the Rumble.
No, she didn't.
So I feel like that. So and then also too, Alexa Bliss also got hurt in the Hell in the Cell. Maybe her injury was worse than they thought, so they thought a tag team match would be better than a one-on-one.
You have to take time off though.
And then maybe too, maybe Teddy Long booked with the show this week though.
With the tag team match, playa.
They got to get that. I still love that he brought that up in his Hall of Fame speech too. But I like this segment. I thought it was a double thumbs up. And then the Shield's backstage, and they do the World Shield promo, except this time it was in black and white for some reason. I don't remember this promo at all.
That made me pop. That popped me.
Do you remember the promo?
That in a long time.
I don't think they did. Did they? Did they do it when they came back last year?
No,
I don't think they did.
They haven't done that since like 2014, 13 probably.
Yeah, I don't remember them doing it
because they didn't do it like at all in 2014.
Yeah, I think they did I think it was 2013. I remember they did one with.
Yeah.
I remember CM Punk did like a parody of one where he showed where the Shield did. Remember that when they like. Yeah. So that
was before that was before they officially turned face.
Yeah.
The Hounds of Justice.
But yeah,
I think the Authority. Can you believe that?
I know.
Injustice. They fought against injustice. The biggest injustice in the entire WWE was the Authority.
Yep. Hey, they got paid. They probably were getting paid by the Authority though. So
that didn't make any fucking sense.
Here's something else that doesn't make sense. Bobby Roode and Chad Gable beat the Ascension for like the 3,000th time.
Well, technically not, because they've been getting the piss beaten out of them the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, true.
But they won.
Bobby Roode's being used like a joke. Chad Gable is being used like a joke.
Bobby Roode's being used like a joke. The Ascension are a joke.
Yeah.
They're not being used like jokes.
This was just bad. And then you had AOP come out and beat the crap out of everybody.
Yep. Good.
And then Drake Maverick, I almost called him the wrong name again this week. Can't have any of that. So
Rockstar Spud?
No. Drake Maverick. Can
the Rockstar?
No. Drake Maverick.
The Rockstar and his last name is Spud?
No, it's not. That never happened.
The Rockstar and his last name is Spud.
Oh, we forgot to mention that
Rockstar.
We forgot to mention that Kurt Angle was also going to be in the World Cup because we didn't really mention why they were having that battle royal. So
it had a random battle royal for no reason.
Yeah, but they've done that before too. So, but yeah, AOP beat the crap out of everybody. So I'm assuming the next feud's Bobby Roode and Chad Gable versus AOP, which is better than AOP versus Titus Worldwide for the 3,000th time. So
AOP versus Titus Worldwide.
And then they showed a DX video package of everything they've ever done in their career, which I thought was awesome. And then Paul Heyman comes out to cut a promo, and he talks about how pretty much Brock Lesnar has the luxury of not competing at all and having more time to train because Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns are going to be wearing themselves out before Saudi Arabia, which makes sense. And then he talked about how Brock Lesnar's only going in there to fight for himself so he could be the first ever two-sport champion, while Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman are worried about their own factions. Great promo. Really enjoyed it.
Yep. Just basically put over the fucking the 6-man tag match that they're having.
Yeah.
And just a few minutes after that and pumping up the match.
Then the Shield wrestled the Dogs of War. Pretty much the same type of match they had the night before, except different moves and all that stuff. I don't know which match I enjoyed more, this match or the match on
the Shield
Showdown.
lost, and it was basically the same thing, just a few less spots. But Shield lost, and Ambrose ate the pin, and then afterwards left the arena completely.
Yep.
Hinting at more of a Shield breakup. My point to it is, you just fucking won the match on Saturday.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you sulk out of the arena on Monday when you just won the fucking match on Saturday?
Yeah, I know.
That made no sense.
It was really... They should have done this Saturday.
Like, if anything, yeah.
Like,
have, like, the Shield, like, win.
Yeah.
And then, but, like, have Ambrose not be a factor in the finish.
Yeah, exactly. Because Ambrose got the win on Saturday, actually.
Yeah. So, like, if Ambrose doesn't get, like, factored into the finish, and then he just, like, walks away. Yeah.
They did announce tonight that we have a couple World Cup matches, too. It's going to be Ambrose versus Dolph and McIntyre versus Rollins. I'd imagine...
Oh, great. They're not going to use their Shield gear tonight. I fucking hate that so much. It's like they're the Shield, but, like, when they're not, like, in a Shield match, they use their own gear. They never did that before.
Yeah, I know.
Never. When they were the Shield originally, they came out as the Shield. They used a Shield theme song. They used their Shield gear. Now it's like when it's not a Shield match or a Shield segment or a Shield promo, that no resemblance of the Shield is ever mentioned.
You know what's weird too? Remember they tried to use that for a reason they couldn't be like stripped of the titles because they came back. They came back as themselves. Not the Shield. But I would imagine that I don't know if they're gonna have I don't know if they want a Raw Tag Team Title match at Super Show. No, not Super Showdown. That already happened at Crown Jewel. But if they want a Raw Tag Team Title match, I'd imagine McIntyre and Ziggler are gonna lose. But the thing is, if they have a Raw Tag Team Title match, who the hell do they wrestle? Rollins and Ambrose are pretty much the top tag team on Raw. Like, they can't. I guess they could do like a triple threat match with AOP and Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, but I don't want to see that really.
No, I don't either.
I'd imagine McIntyre will beat Rollins. No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna say Rollins will beat McIntyre, and to continue the Ambrose like dissension from the Shield. Ziggler will beat Ambrose probably. That's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Or maybe what's going to happen is Ambrose would beat Rollins. No, I'm sorry. Ambrose would beat Ziggler, and Rollins would beat McIntyre. And the first like round match in the tournament will be Ambrose versus Rollins, and Rollins will beat Ambrose to continue the Dean Ambrose heel turn.
Yeah, I could see that. Oh, they both lose.
Yeah, that could happen too.
That'd be crazy.
What was I gonna say? Also, too, can you like? I know we haven't talked about this, but this World Cup, can you like not have it be determined for whoever the best in the world is? Because that's just so stupid. Like, apparently, whoever wins this tournament's the best in the world. Like
the best person in the world.
Yeah. So I guess when you try to say Tom Brady is the best in the world, I have to say no because this person won the best in the world tournament. When you try to say LeBron James is the best in the world, nope, he didn't win the best in the world tournament.
He didn't win the best in the world tournament. He's not the best.
When you try to say Hulk Hogan's the greatest. By the way, if they're having a best in the world tournament, why isn't Roman Reigns and AJ Styles in it? Because they're the WWE and Universal Champions and they're not even in the tournament.
Doesn't matter. They don't deserve it.
Somehow all those jobbers that Baron Corbin somehow qualified to get
CM Punk return confirmed.
Huh?
Because they mentioned best in the world, so CM Punk return confirmed.
A lot of people are probably going to say that now.
That'd be hilarious if he does show up, though.
I guess Chris Jericho can't say he's the best in the world anymore either.
He's the best in the world at what he does.
Oh, I see.
See, there's the big difference between CM Punk was the best in the world, and Chris Jericho is the best in the world at what he does.
Bret Hart, though,
those are two different things.
Bret Hart can't say he's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be now because he was never in this tournament, though.
He was never in this tournament, so he can't be that.
I guess, who's like, name a famous baseball player that's like the best of all time.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Not anymore because this tournament.
He's not in that tournament.
What about name a hockey player?
Ray Bork.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, baby. Guess what? Not in the tournament.
I guess no NXT guy is going to be in this tournament either, so they can't be
the best in the world either. They can't do it.
Yep.
Not in the tournament.
I guess everyone in WYW is not the best in the world either. Guess
can't do it. Not in the tournament.
Yep.
Okay. SmackDown.
Oh wait, what? I thought Raw was a really good show. B plus Raw. B plus.
B plus for sure.
It had some filler, but
very good show. Very good show.
And a lot of people were questioning why it did low ratings. I don't really have a reason.
Watch the fucking show.
Yeah.
Little tidbit. That's the reason why the ratings are down.
I mean, I couldn't watch it because I had to study.
They're doing everything they possibly can to get you to tune in, and you still don't.
I couldn't tune in because I had to study for an exam, so I had a reason.
You're an exception, but you're gonna watch tonight anyway, so.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about SmackDown. The 999th episode of SmackDown.
The SmackDown 1000 is tomorrow. Yay!
Yay! All right. Do you know what the date
of? We're streaming on this channel tomorrow too, so be prepared.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We're not on the Wrestling Fortune 44 channel, which you should totally check out.
Which you should totally check out, but we can't upload anything on there until December. But yeah.
Well, I can. You just can't be on it. I can't do any Google Hangouts. I just can upload. I can upload stuff. Though.
Yeah. You can record stuff and have it
canned
and ready to go.
Will you do live reactions tomorrow too, or no?
Yeah.
Why not? It's a big show.
Yeah, we'll do
live reactions will come back, but they'll be for big shows.
This one, Survivor Series, definitely.
Are you hosting Evolution? Or you no?
No, I'm not gonna host it.
Oh.
But definitely Survivor Series.
Are you hosting Evolution or no?
No.
Yeah. What about Crown Jewel? You should host Crown Jewel. I feel like if you host Crown Jewel and not Evolution, though, people get mad at us. But it's your choice.
I'm not hosting either of those, but Survivor Series definitely.
Okay. Even though I remember every year you go to host Survivor Series and it always fails.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it never cooperates.
Well, let's talk about SmackDown. SmackDown commentary team: Corey Graves, Tom Phillips, and Byron Saxton. We had Charlotte Flair challenging Becky Lynch for the SmackDown Women's title, where if Becky Lynch got disqualified, she would lose the title. Was that just randomly thrown in there? Because I didn't really remember hearing anything about it prior to the match.
I didn't either.
I don't. So no one got an entrance in this match for some reason. They just had a match. I like that they started right off with the match. I like the match, but I'm sorry. What I hate about it was that they did this long match, even though we all knew this was just going to get thrown out anyway. So why bother doing a long match? Why not just do like a 10-minute match?
Yeah.
I thought that was really stupid. So they both got counted out.
Yeah, they did. And then Charlotte speared Becky through the Videotron.
Which wasn't as good as Rhino Spear and Chris Jericho, but still cool.
But she cut her fucking wrist open.
Well, it didn't make any sense, though, when she came out and wrestled a mixed match challenge later on in the night.
Yeah.
So that was really
there's
stupid.
a rumor going around that Becky might have something like a cracked jaw or something like that.
Well, she definitely has to have one now after that, probably. So
she has like a legitimate injury.
Yeah.
And
So she
not
might
the storyline.
Which kind of sucks.
That might cost her the title, actually.
I know that sucks. But I wasn't a fan of this just because
it was just so weird.
Yeah.
This is up there with Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, it was weird. And I like weird, but not this type of weird.
Yeah, I don't like this type of weird.
Then we had something else I liked but didn't like, the World Cup qualifying match between Jeff Hardy and Samoa Joe. One thing I didn't like was that Jeff Hardy was just you and I have been talking about Jeff Hardy was going to return as some different type of gimmick. Nope, he just randomly came back on SmackDown. Yay!
Jeff Hardy's in it. Jeff Hardy can be the best in the world.
Yeah, he's in it. Not Samoa Joe, apparently. So they did video package for both guys. It kind of sucks for Samoa Joe because a lot of his top titles he's won wasn't in WWE, so they can't show any of that. So
yeah,
so it's more of Jeff's wins.
And I vaguely turned into SmackDown because the Red Sox are playing.
I see.
So I had it on, but it was I was going in between my parents' room and the living room.
But Jeff Hardy, so they had a match. Jeff Hardy went after the injured leg of Samoa Joe, and Samoa Joe couldn't continue because he was hurt. I didn't really like the finish because it made Samoa Joe look really weak. And I hope this doesn't mean he's going into Nakamura territory where he's never on the shows. So, but obviously I don't know. It really could have gone either way with whoever won. So I'm all right with Jeff Hardy being in it because I think they probably want what's probably happening with this tournament is they probably want the top talent that's been Grand Slam champions in, and Samoa Joe just hasn't been a Grand Slam champion yet. So
yeah,
that's probably what's happening. But I'm fine with Jeff Hardy being in it though. So then they had a Randy Orton video package showing everything he's ever done in his career. Because he's gonna be in the World Cup. So. Yeah.
A lot of people are going to be showed with a stupid video package now.
Yeah. Paige is backstage, and she announces the last woman standing match between Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. So.
Not man, woman. Not a last man woman. Standing. It's not a last man stands, last woman standing.
Right. Which is if you can't count NXT. And TNA did a last woman standing match too, actually. Oh wait, but I guess it doesn't count because it's a knockouts woman standing match.
Yeah.
So it doesn't count. All right, then Miz TV with Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. You want to talk about this? Because that's probably
this is the fucking best segment ever. The Miz got his fucking testicles punched in. It was great. They just kept making fun of him, and it was fucking hilarious. And Miz is upset because they admire each other and they're friendly with each other, but he doesn't like that because he's a villain, and villains don't like each other.
Yep.
And
I did like too when the Miz brought up, but he asked how AJ Styles' family was. AJ Styles got all mad too. You notice he's just I don't think he's ever gonna let that happen ever again.
Oh no. No, you cannot bring up that man's family.
So I guess we can't. I guess if AJ Styles is out with his family, I could say, hey, you out with your family? He's gonna get all mad at you.
But and Brian calls him 2 Minute Man, and
Yep.
then
Which was not he was not just using a wrestling reference right there too.
Yeah, he doesn't have much stamina in that area.
I did like though the altercations they had with each other too, AJ
they
and
were
Brian.
funny. And then
No, and
so
Brian
basically
said
the
that
gist of it is
Brian said the whole reason he
it is
came
that Miz basically we said it before, but Miz gets the winner.
Yeah. Miz was one of the highlights of the segment, but I did like Brian when he mentioned that he fought for years to get back so he could be WWE champion, and AJ Styles just happens to be standing in his way. And then AJ Styles says that he's not moving anytime soon. So I like that. And I did like when AJ Styles talked about how he says he thinks he could beat Daniel Bryan, and the Miz tried to twist his words, and Daniel Bryan was just like, he didn't say that.
they're like sitting right in front of each other.
Yeah. So I liked that. And then the Miz just goes off on everybody. He gets mad and says he gets because the Miz claims that his shoulder was up at Super Showdown, and I did like the shot he took at AJ Styles where he said that he's never the reason he doesn't main event pay-per-views is because he's not a mainstream WWE superstar. And then the Miz says he wants the next winner, he wants whoever the champion is after Crown Jewel. And the Miz says that right now AJ Styles has a match against Shelton Benjamin, and Shelton Benjamin got an entrance. And you and I
got an entrance, but he lost. There's nothing to say about it.
Yeah, I really
but
did.
The fact that I found like one part of that to be like wicked funny was when at the end of the match where Brian just kept clapping for about 2 minutes straight.
Yeah,
he kept clapping, and I'm like, is he ever gonna end? Is this gonna be over?
I did like the jabs that Miz and Brian were taking at each other on commentary too. I was actually paying more attention to that than the match. So
I didn't care about the match at all.
I
think because Shelton Benjamin and AJ should be a really fucking good match.
Yeah,
if done properly and given time.
Also, too, I guess it proves that if Shelton Benjamin gets entrances, he's not winning because when he doesn't get an entrance, he seems to always win somehow.
Oh yeah, exactly. So. He wins with no entrance, and he loses with entrance.
Yep. And then it showed a Big Show video package showing everything he ever did in his career.
They love those video packages.
Yeah, we're gonna see a lot. We're probably gonna see a lot of those throughout the next few weeks. So, you want to talk about the rest of One Night in Milwaukee?
Funny.
Do you want to talk about it? Anything else?
Basically, it was all hoopla and whatnot, and it's all hoopla. Okay. It's all hoopla, and she next to say she wanted Aiden English. He went to go touch her, and she said no, not like that, and then she left. Yeah. And then Aiden English was embarrassed, and then she said, if you're done with Rusev, you can always have something in Aiden, whatever the fuck he said, I forgot. And then also too, apparently Rusev and Lana hacked Aiden English's phone too. And then he's gonna beat his ass. Yeah. I did like too when Rusev went to charge at Aiden English. He wasn't like a stupid babyface and went in the win and was like, "You come back here and fight me." He went over to the Bell Keeper's area and beat the crap. Yeah. Fucking dragged him in and almost beat him up. Yep, almost. Almost beat him up. I'd imagine if Crown Jewel happens, this will be a match at Crown Jewel. Yeah. Then it had a Rey Mysterio video package because he's coming back to SmackDown next week. Tomorrow! Full time, too. Full time. He's a tomorrow boy. Is it actually going to be full time or is this just WWE? Yeah, it's reported it's full time. Notice too, Chris, he didn't come back for a Cruiserweight Classics too. He came back. He came back for the big boys. The real thing. Yeah, the real big boys right here. Real big boys. So main event. Big Show main event against Randy Orton. What year is this? 2013, apparently. Also random too that Big Show was just randomly back on. He's not even on SmackDown, is he? He's supposed to be on Raw. Yeah, it's Raw, SmackDown. What the fuck show he's on? Who knows? I guess he's a free agent now. Yeah. Can I just say?
It was a typical Big Show Randy Orton match where Randy Orton beat him with an RKO, which everyone knew was going to happen.
Yep.
Big Show looked great though. He looked in great shape.
He does.
But it just
SmackDown gets a 6.
is that. I guess that's a. We'll just say that's a C.
C.
Yeah, I'd say a C. It was really weird this week. I did the best thing to watch on SmackDown is that Miz TV segment with
Oh, for sure.
Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. And the rest of One Night in Milwaukee, that was good too.
Yeah.
I did like Hardy versus Joe. I think that's going to be a feud now once Joe recovers from his storyline injury. So.
Oh yeah, it might now.
Like Joe could, but what we do know is the people in the World Cup tournament are John Cena, Kurt Angle, Jeff Hardy, and Randy Orton. And tonight, I imagine either Ambrose and Rollins are going to get at. I think Rollins is definitely going to be in this tournament.
Yeah.
And it's either going to be Ambrose or Dolph. And I know this is no offense. Well, this is all offense to Dolph. But a World Cup tournament.
You're offensing Dolph.
I am offensing him. If you want a World Cup tournament to determine the best in the world, I think Ambrose is a better shot to be in it than Dolph. If Dolph gets in there over Ambrose, then I don't even know. If Dolph gets in there over AJ Styles, you're just all types of messed up. You're on some type of drugs.
That disease is an insidious.
All right, but
the worst.
Yeah, I think that's everything we covered.
Everything we've covered it all.
Yep. Unless there's anything else, next week's gonna be a big show because we're gonna. What I'm thinking we're gonna do next week is we might do a show like Friday and then one like Monday doing all the 205 Live NXT stuff because I feel like that's just gonna be too much. So
yeah.
Because I think 205 Live we have to watch one 205 Live because there's some big news on there. And I want to get the first NXT UK, at least the first episode reviewed. I have a feeling like it will be really good, but I'm just gonna guess how you work. You'll probably watch the first episode and it will be like NXT for you. You'll watch some and won't watch some.
It depends, but I'm definitely watching the first episode though.
Yeah, I will too. It's on at 3 p.m. Are you gonna watch
so
it?
it's perfect time.
Because technically, even though this is taped, it's 8 o'clock over there in the UK. So
yeah,
that's why it's on at 3 p.m. Oh, that's what else. By the way, that's also what I heard too. Is that if they might not move Crown Jewel up, but they might move it to the UK if they
interesting.
if not in Saudi Arabia, which I wouldn't mind that at all.
Yeah,
one, you get to watch it later on in the day because I remember they did an NXT takeover in London and it was on at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So
yeah,
that worked out better too because see, think about it too. We're not even thinking about the whether it's right or wrong. We're thinking about our own time frame when we can watch it.
We don't care about other things. Okay.
That's how selfish we are.
Yes.
But yeah,
so
we don't
tune in tomorrow.
Yep.
On this channel, a stream and a live motherfucking reaction.
Yep. Maybe a review of SmackDown 1000 too. Maybe we'll do a show tomorrow too, right after SmackDown 1000. I don't know.
Potentially.
It might. It's like a 1% chance.
Yes.
But yeah, we already did our plugs. We plugged on the Talking to Wrestling Fortune 44.
Yep.
That's what I was gonna do too. I was gonna try to skip Raw tonight so I could catch up on all of my Halloween. But then I'm like, wait, I'm gonna be at your house tomorrow. I have to watch Raw tonight. Pretty much.
You have to. It's a requirement.
Yeah. Wait, is this a homework assignment? But yeah,
people we're seeing you tomorrow.
Well, they'll see us. We won't see them. But
yeah, no, yeah, we won't see them.
Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.